Here at BioPower, we pride ourselves on being an inclusive and collaborative community where everyone comes together to innovate, explore, and create change. A commitment to diversity and inclusion is rooted in our company core, yet we have failed to fully embrace our own principles. Hi, I'm Mia Garland, and I'm the CEO of BioPower. Today, we are proud to announce our new initiative to make neurodiversity the norm, not the exception. Recently, we took a look around here at BioPower and realized we were failing short in our promise to provide a workplace that values diverse perspectives. Specifically, we needed to address the lack of representation for neurodivergent individuals within our company. We knew we could not solve this problem without the help of our team members who identify as neurodivergent. Thus, we began the conversation by launching a series of informal discussions with current employees on what we as a company could be doing better to empower those who experience, interact, and interpret the world in unique ways. One thing that quickly became apparent was that BioPower's inability to accommodate the needs of neurodivergent employees, starting from the moment an individual showed interest in joining our team. It was at this moment that we realized we needed to restructure our entire approach to human resources. Thus, we founded our initiative, Achieving Neurodiversity, Equity, and Inclusion, to develop a company-wide program to increase the recruitment and retention of a neurodiverse workforce. Once we had heard from the perspective of our own employees, we took a look outside of our own company to see the steps other industry leaders had taken towards neuroinclusivity. We looked at what had worked for firms like Microsoft, Ford Motor Company, and JP Chase, among many others. And with the help of our own employees who identify as neurodivergent, we redesigned the entire work experience here at BioPower.
Hi, my name is Lillian Zuber.
I'm Rashi Chagani, and we're the Directors of Human Resources at BioPower.
We were tasked with increasing the recruitment and retention of neurodivergent employees. After listening to the concerns of our employees and referring to OB scholars with expertise in neurodiversity, we have come up with several different plans we will implement in the coming year. Something we are most excited about is our Achieving Neurodiversity, Equity, and Inclusion Hiring Summit. This hiring summit invites neurodivergent individuals to apply. This will be a multi-day event that's held in person with a virtual option as well. The summit will begin with introductions with people from the company and some casual roundtable conversations. The goal is to build familiarity in a low-pressure environment. The following days will include practice interviews and feedback, opportunities for open discussion with neurodivergent employees at BioPower, and lastly, presentations to learn about the culture and support we provide here at BioPower. Lastly, we will assign a work-related project to more effectively evaluate your future task performance fairly.
The end goal of this hiring summit is to hire full-time and summer interns. On the final day, we will hold final round interviews. Interviewers will have been trained on how to interview our neurodivergent candidates. The interview questions and techniques are designed to remove any ambiguity from these questions. Job coaches will also be available, and a long break will be incorporated. Job offers will come 2 weeks later.
We are thrilled to announce this new initiative, and this is one of many steps we are taking to increase our recruitment efforts of neurodivergent individuals. Besides the summit, we are hiring recruiters that are specialized in working with neurodivergent individuals. These recruiters, along with other members at BioPower, will visit colleges and universities with strong programs for neurodivergent individuals and students. We've seen success in holding networking events with clubs and programs at universities that are targeted towards women in technology and women in business. So our goal is to mirror that, but our effort would be targeting clubs and programs at universities that work with neurodivergent individuals with business and technology, and we would provide private networking events with those students. We've seen that work really well, and we would want to encourage individuals to apply to our Achieving Neurodiversity, Equity, and Inclusion Hiring Summit. Our goal is to change our recruitment process to build familiarity and psychological safety with these students.
We have also redesigned our interview process to increase predictive validity by reducing ambiguity and reliance on social inferences. We have created a new set of interview questions that focuses on asking straightforward questions and has trained recruiters on the steps of additional prompting if necessary for neurodivergent applicants. One example of reducing question ambiguity is specifically in the case of situational questions. Instead of asking applicants to recall and describe their own experiences, our interviewers will be directly providing situational circumstances and asking applicants to share how they would respond within the context of the provided situation. We have also shifted to placing a greater focus on the applicant's performance on work-related tasks. These tasks have been restructured to give the applicant 3 to 5 days to complete their tasks in a comfortable and low-pressure environment that effectively assesses their competence and work-related ability and skills. We understand that our efforts need to be more accommodating for everyone in order to draw in talent and make our workplace more inclusive and neurodiverse.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Kirk, Director of Training and Development at BioPower. I'm here to explain what training our employees go through and why. I'm also neurodivergent, by which I mean that I have an uncommon cognitive style, as opposed to being neurotypical, meaning having a common cognitive style. Before I came to BioPower, I was a philosophy student at UNC Chapel Hill, and I had been doing an ethics fellowship. The incidents that I experienced there, along with organizational behavior best practice, inspired our current training process. Neurodivergent people face these kinds of problems regularly, because we tend to have much less power than neurotypical people. In this case, power should be understood roughly as not having to learn. It's analogous to the kind of power generally referred to as male privilege. These incidents and many others reflect a reckless disregard for psychological safety. Psychological safety is a condition in which you feel 1. Included, 2. Safe to learn, 3. Safe to contribute, and 4. Safe to challenge the status quo, all without fear of being embarrassed, marginalized, or punished in some way. In other words, it's the need for survival in a social and emotional sense. So at BioPower, everyone is trained in organizational behavior. It protects neurodivergent people, helps us get ahead, and enables us to innovate better than anyone else. So at BioPower, everyone knows what positional, personal, and referent power are, so that we can talk explicitly about who has power and what kind, and how much. Everyone knows what distributional, procedural, and interactional injustice are, so that they can be called out on it if they commit it. And everyone knows what the consequences are for committing such things. More powerful people are required to take additional training on the problems that power can create. They do exercises that require them to practice perspective taking and are required to write reflections on people more powerful than them. Neurodivergent employees are offered additional training on things like influence. They study things like reciprocity, liking, social proof, commitment and consistency, scarcity, authority, and unity, so that their ideas will get uptake and we can achieve a just distribution of power. Ultimately, this training embeds a true culture of ethics in our organization that enables everyone to thrive.
Hi, my name is Karen Jean, and I'm proud to call myself an employee of BioPower. Ever since the company decided to launch our new initiative program and reconstruct our approach to HR and job design, I feel like I've noticed a positive change in our working environment, not only for my fellow neurodivergent coworkers, but for the rest of our employees as well. I feel like we have given more autonomy in our working environment. For example, there is no dress code, so we can dress however we want and however we feel more fit. We also get more opportunities to work from home if we feel that's our best way to be productive. Working hours are a lot more flexible in the sense that we don't have to stick to a strict working schedule, rather just get our tasks done. Additionally, one of my favorite things that management has done is our new installations and offices. For example, we now get to control how dark or light we want the rooms to be, as well as how cold or hot we want them to be. We have now access to nap rooms that have nap pods where we can take power naps if we see as fit. Also, we have quiet rooms that are soundproof, so if we need a silence area to concentrate in, we have it. Lastly, and most importantly, we now have access to open snack and drink bars, as well as access to programs for mental health focusing on therapies and group therapy. I feel like we have now given more of a voice in the company. We get constant feedback on our work and our projects, as well as we get weekly evaluations to give feedback back to management and voice any concerns that we might have. I am very happy with the new changes that have been implemented in the company, as I feel that there is a more friendly and welcoming environment, as well as a more productive culture in our company. I love BioPower.